And we're back by popular demand. What happens is we get sent an anonymous text from somebody in our studio audience. I'm given an artist, Sam's given an artist, and we have 45 seconds to write down as many convincing statements that proves to each other why our artist is the best. Now, when you're voting for the best argument, not the artist you prefer. So keep that in mind. Okay? And scene.
Let's find out. Great.
Okay, excellent. So I got SZA. Who'd you get?
I got Post Malone.
I feel good about that. As SZA's #1 Australian stan, this is an honour. Thank you so much.
As #2 Australian fan, I don't feel as good about it.
I mean, but we're both really happy to be here.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, so now we have 45 seconds to write down as many convincing statements as to why SZA is better than Post Malone, and Sam needs to tell me why Post Malone is better than SZA. 45 seconds is not a lot of time.
No,
it
goes
hits
quick,
you
doesn't it?
like a ton of bricks, and you're left wondering, how did I get here? I want to start with first, and what's most important to me is that I think that SZA's redefining Black female representation in pop music, and just sort of popular music, not pop as a genre. I think it's really quite important that someone like SZA exists. She doesn't necessarily pander to the tropes of what she should be singing about, how she should look, or what she should dress like, and for me, that's really aspirational. Secondly, she's raw and candid and flawed, and her personality and her music represents this, but in a way that's also still aspirational. Like, SZA's the type of girl to be like, yeah, I'm the side chick, and what? You know, or yes, I'm insecure, but I'm also beautiful as fuck. Like, yes, I'm a Scorpio, and the world hates Scorpios, but hello, look at these coins. And I love that about her, and I think it's super important. She's bridging the gap between indie R&B and popular R&B, and I think, again, it's really important that when artists come through, they're not making such niche music. She's managed to retain her core audience, us, while inviting a new audience, Maroon 5 fans, and we still love her. Also, the last one, because I'm running out of time, I got 30 seconds less. She's redefined the classic good and bad girl narrative in music, and as I said before, Drake is the guy who always talks about this elusive good girl, and it's really damaging and it's really untrue, and I think SZA is one of those people who's able to say, hey, I'm both this good and bad girl. Yes, I've got morals, sometimes I go against those, but that's okay. All in all, she's aspirational. I want to be her best friend. I feel like we'd be really good friends. If you're seeing this, just know I want you to slide through that DM. I'm gonna slide through yours.
Screen right now.
It's 049.
SZA's had a really good year. She's probably had the second best year. The person who's had the first best year is Post Malone. Because #1, SZA hasn't hit #1 yet. Post Malone has enjoyed a global #1 with Rockstar, and that was kind of the end of this amazing build for him that nobody could have seen. And I think that's because Post Malone is the quintessential streaming artist. He dabbles in genres from all over, and then he brings them all together, and suddenly he's got this audience that's like hip hop heads, country heads, pop people, and they're all enjoying, not a pop head, and they're all enjoying his music together. And I think Congratulations really cleverly put him in with the Quavo and Future crowd. And then I think that his album Stoney put him into the Justin Bieber crowd a little bit. And we've had this situation where the album flopped hard at the beginning, but because of this gradual rise, because of streaming, he's suddenly in a position where he's had 3 top 10 singles this year, globally, which is incredible. And Australia at one point has Rockstar at #1 with 21 Savage, which is amazing because it's like a hip hop song that has pop hooks, that has one of the big rap head stars at the moment in 21 Savage. And it's in the charts at the same time as I Fall Apart, which is like this country R&B ballad that we haven't seen anything like on the charts before. And the last thing I want to say is that personality-wise, people are really buying into Post Malone. They love him singing to stuff, they love him reacting to things, and everything's going viral. So he's already got that virality that's going to take him even further in the future, regardless of whether the music's hot or not. Thank you.
That note, regardless of whether the music is hot or not.
Yeah.
What you need to do is type in the comments and let us know who gave the better argument. And if you think neither of us did or both of us did, also say that. Okay?
Maybe not neither.